You know what? Just keep those applause going for Dr. Joey Shulman, guys. Love having you. Well,
good to be here.
We know I love having you. You've helped me out so much. And, you know, we decided that we were going to extend some of your awesome knowledge to our viewers and do our own little weight loss challenge. So how many entries?
So we had hundreds of entries, and I was literally weeping while I was reading them. And your viewers are amazing, and we wanted to take everybody, but we couldn't. But we wanted to take everybody. So we're down to 3.
Right.
And
the 3 winners.
The 3 winners.
And we're going to follow them throughout, you know, what, 3 months?
We're going to follow them 3 months.
Yeah.
We're starting on Valentine's Day.
Right.
But for the people who we didn't pick, we're going to be posting lots online so they can join with us and they can participate. We're going to be this whole weight loss and health community. And we're going to get meal plans and recipes. And for a while, I'm going to post my food journal, which you use.
Yes, I do. Every day. I still use it.
You do? That's great.
I still use it. I need it. And so a lot of people have tweeted me asking for the food journal. This is amazing news. So all of that will be on our website, cityline.ca. For those of you who have still been asking me if you can apply, I'm sorry, we already got it down to our top 3. Yeah. They are awesome women. You're going to want to meet them, and you will meet them all on February 14th. So that's the first time we will be showing these women. So while we have you here, we want to talk about something that a lot of people are interested in, and that's celebrity health secrets. Right?
Yes. So it's not just about the makeup and the Botox and the clothing. There are things that you can do for inner beauty, and the celebs are in. J-Lo is in, for example. And for anybody who watches American Idol, I am an avid fan.
Yeah.
Her complexion is beautiful, that dewy complexion.
She always looks amazing, hair, makeup, but the skin and the hair is something that is really influenced by diet, right? So we want to talk a little bit about the sort of stuff she's consuming to give her that gorgeous dewy glow.
So omega-3s are huge, and omega-3s are the essential fats that you can't get from your body, you have to get from your diet. And she takes things like fish oils. She goes high omega-3 in her diet. So this is the easiest dish I'm about to make. It's called an omega-3 broccoli slaw.
Right.
So all you do is you go to your grocery store, you pick up broccoli slaw. Like, this is the easiest thing.
Done. It's already done for you.
It's already done for you. Sometimes I use it for pasta. I cook it until it's limp, and I put tomato sauce over it, and I put cheese on it. It's great.
Oh,
and
that's smart.
Isn't that smart?
You need to give me that recipe.
I will.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
It's 25 calories for a cup, so you really can't go wrong.
Wow.
So you take your broccoli slaw and you put it in and you heat it up. Now I'm using greens because greens are high in omega-3. So let's take some broccoli slaw. Let's take some broccoli, more greens.
Yes.
I'm using sesame oil. Do you like sesame seeds? Sesame oil?
I love sesame oil.
Okay, great.
And I actually only really got into it when you started giving me meal plans that required sesame oil.
Oh, okay, good.
So I like it, and I like the smell of it. I like that nutty flavor.
I love the nutty flavor.
Yeah, it's great.
So you're going to cook this on high. So you're going to get it nice and sizzly. So I want you to cover it, and you need to cover it for 3 minutes because it's going to go limp. And we want it to sizzle up really nice with sesame oil and go limp. And then you're going to throw your, if you like mushrooms, I mean, I love mushrooms. You love them?
Yeah.
And then you're going to stir this up until it goes really sizzly and limp.
The great thing about the mushrooms is it just adds that density because part of it is just feeling like you're full. You want to feel like you're full. You want to be full. So I love mushrooms for that.
You want to be full. You don't want to be scared of using oil too. I mean, oil's good for you, and the good fat helps you lose weight. You'll be surprised. I think your viewers will be surprised how much fat they can have on our weight loss plan that we're about to do together.
Okay.
So we have a nice...
Which oil did you just put in there?
Sesame oil.
That was sesame, okay.
Now, the other thing, I love capers. I like saltiness in the food. If you like capers, I want you, when you're cooking, to take capers into this dish, and this will be posted on the website as well, and let some of the caper juice go in there. Okay. So you can pour some capers in there, and then the caper juice, because it gives a lovely taste as well. And so you heat this up and you cover it for 3 minutes until it gets all sizzly here.
All right.
Which it should be sizzling just any moment.
Sizzle,
sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. So we're going to pretend sizzle here. Crackle, crackle, sizzle, sizzle.
A little bit of soy.
A little bit of soy sauce if you want to add in here. And once this gets nice and sizzly, let's put some more omega-3. Because again, you're only as healthy as you're eating. And it shows up in your skin. It's the largest organ in your body. So when I look at someone on first consults at my clinic, I can tell a lot from their skin.
You can. All right.
Yeah.
So other than the omega-3s, getting it through food, do you suggest supplements for omega-3s? Because they're really essential, right?
They are. I do recommend people take, there's a few core supplements. One of them is a fish oil supplement, a distilled fish oil supplement. I take it every single day. And I love it. And I find it really does make a difference in your skin. So, okay, the sizzle's happening. I can hear sizzle. Okay, we're good. We're sizzling. So I do recommend a fish oil supplement.
Okay.
And hydration, of course, for water as well.
Water, water, water. It doesn't get any easier than that for your skin. You got to have a lot of water, and you're putting on
omega-3s. Yeah,
there's a ton of omega-3s there.
You can eat a lot of fat and still lose weight.
Now, we actually saw J-Lo eating this last week. No, we didn't. But wouldn't that be funny? But honestly, she does. Obviously, she has a lot of omega-3s.
She's 40. I think she's 41 or 42. I'm pretty sure she's 42 years old.
She looks amazing.
Fabulous. Yeah.
She looks amazing. So don't be afraid of fat is the lesson here.
Don't be afraid of fat. And then when this is done, if you want, feel free to throw a little bit of herb goat's cheese on top.
Okay.
And you can buy low-fat herbed goat's cheese.
Yes, you can.
And so just size your thumb. That's how much cheese you get. Size your thumb.
Okay, that's an ounce.
Or the average lipstick container.
Okay, good. So now we've talked about J-Lo.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about Christy Turlington, who does things a little bit differently. She's very much into sort of this New Age, Ayurveda. Talk to us a little bit about what she follows, because she's gorgeous.
She's the most beautiful, and she is
really
a big,
beautiful,
gorgeous, natural beauty. And she's a fan of Ayurveda, which is an ancient form of Indian medicine.
Okay.
I base a lot of my practice on it because it has such fabulous principles. One thing is eat according to your dosha.
Does anyone know what a dosha is? Okay, me neither. So, what's dosha?
A dosha is your body type. So it's either Pitta, Vata, or Kapha.
I want to be Pitta. Am I?
You'd be a Vata-ish,
I'm a
Pitta-ish. Well, no, but that's
sounds like
you
you're
can have a mix.
at me.
Oh, I'm not swearing.
Vata-ish, Pitta-ish.
You can have a mixed dosha. If you're definitely not a Kapha.
Okay.
But if you take the quiz online, you'll find out what kind of dosha you are.
Yeah.
And you should eat according to your dosha.
Okay, well, let's leave it at that.
Okay.
So eat according to your dosha. Go to our website, cityline.ca, take our little quiz, and find out what dosha you are. What am I again?
I think you're a Vata Pitta-ish.
I'm a Vata Pitta-ish. All right, we're taking a break. Stay with us. More coming up.
Yeah.
So last time we talked, we were talking about J-Lo, the J-Lo diet. Do you want to see the finished recipe there?
This is the finished recipe. Now, the nice thing about this recipe is I always double batch it because for people who are working, I cannot tell you how many times I'm taking this into a Tupperware to work, and it's so much nicer to have something that you've made at home at work, I find. You just eat healthier.
You do.
So, yeah, I mean, you can smell the sesame.
Oh, yeah.
And this has very high omega-3 values, so this is good for the skin and the waistline.
Looks amazing. Yeah. So we've done a little bit of J-Lo. We've talked a little bit about your dosha with Christy Turlington. Let's talk about Gwyneth Paltrow, because she's actually quite famous for her diet. I know for many, many years she wasn't eating any meat. She was a vegetarian.
Yes.
I think that might have switched recently, but she's known for being this vegetarian, right?
It has, and she goes back and forth and back and forth. Now, she's admitted has emotional eatings with food. She has sort of a faulty relationship. Who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So she says she did this cooking show, and she really ate anything she wanted for 6 months while she was doing this cooking show, gained 10 pounds, and then she goes back to cleansing. So she enjoys and cleanses, enjoys and cleanses. So we're talking about the cleansing part of it today.
Got it.
And it's a way that you can have something really filling, really delicious, and still get a meal out of it. So I'm sure we've all gone for sushi, and you get miso soup.
Yeah.
You go to your health food store. That's miso paste.
Okay, so this recipe, in the end, what are we going to be making? A miso paste?
We're going to be making a veggie-licious miso soup.
A veggie-licious miso soup. Okay, we all know miso is very good for you. Why is it so good for you, miso?
It's fermented, so it's fabulous for digestion. So if you have digestive issues, not to get too graphic, it cleans you out.
Gotcha.
It cleanses you.
I hear you. So we all need a cleanse.
We all need a cleanse. So what you do is you take 6 cups of water, and for every cup of water, you put in a heaping teaspoon of miso.
Okay.
And when you do that, you stir generously. You keep stirring. I like a lot of miso, so we're going to do 2, 3. Now, you can really put any vegetable you want in here. Okay. The more colorful, the better. Again, this is for cleansing. And double batch it, so you have this to take to the office the next day.
Does that break down easily, the miso paste?
It only breaks down when it's heated. So we have it on high right now. So I want, in the recipe that will be posted on Cityline, you need to stir not vigorously, but you need to continue stirring so it breaks up. And you can see it's on high heat.
Yeah.
So can I get you to stir? Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure.
So if you stir, and it will break down, and then we throw in any vegetable you like. Of course, the broccoli, the red pepper.
Very good. Do you need to wait till the miso is all broken down before you put in your veg, or not so much?
No, I want them to cook in there.
Got it.
And then you'll see you're stirring now, but the more it heats, the more it breaks down.
Yeah, I see it. It's happening already.
It's happening already. And these are just sweet potatoes, small amounts. If you want to go even lighter, if this is too heavy, but I just put a small amount in. Okay. This is going to be your meal. And of course, if you want to put some tofu in, you can put some tofu in as well.
Are you a big tofu girl?
You know what? If you go to my blog, you'll see I've just posted an article, What's the Deal with Soy?
Yeah.
There's a way to eat soy responsibly. There's a way to eat soy if, God forbid, you have an estrogen-positive cancer in the family, if you have a thyroid condition. So it's a whole other topic in itself, how to eat it without over-consuming it. The biggest problem with soy is that it's allergenic, is that people who eat it have a reaction to it. So don't go overboard.
Right.
Now, we've all seen nori that you pack sushi in.
Yeah.
You know what? It's you at home. Don't make it fancy. All I want you to do is take some nori, take a sheet or two. It's so mineral rich. Here's another clip.
I can't tell you how many recipes we've had on the show now with nori.
Oh, really?
Clearly, it's something you should be using.
It's so mineral dense.
It's really good for you.
You've heard of spirulina?
Yes.
This is exactly in the same principle, same family. It's like seaweed. If you want to get fancier than this, you can. You can cut it into nice small pieces, but I just plop it in.
Why not
make it easy? And then the more you can have in there, the better.
Does that break down, or can you? Because I know once we did a recipe with this, and she actually took it out afterwards, so that you just get the flavor of it.
No, it doesn't break down unless you heat it. If you overheat it, but it becomes limp.
Okay.
So this is similar to what you're going to get in your sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
Miso soup. But this is a version of Gwyneth Paltrow's.
Yeah.
She puts a little bit more parsnips in there. I don't, because they're high glycemic index. And the reason that this is cleansing is you have your miso, you have your vegetables, you have your water.
Yeah.
And you can fill up on this soup. And it's a light sort of thing. When I'm cleansing, which I do 4 times a year, ideally, lunch and dinner is this soup.
Oh, we got to talk about cleansing then. So your idea of a cleanse is you're still consuming something.
I'm not an advocate of fasting.
Right.
I'm an advocate of cleansing.
You're doing soups and liquids only for your cleanse?
Soups, broths, yes, vegetables, raw vegetables are fine, lots of herbal teas, no dairy, no wheat, no coffee, no red apple.
Stop talking. Okay, got it.
But it's only for 5 days. It's only 5 days.
All right, well, this is what you need to eat to look like Gwyneth Paltrow, apparently. Well, you will be a very healthy person if you have this. So thanks for that, Joey. Let's take a break. Stay with us. More coming up. 45 seconds. I don't think we have time to get to Leah. She wanted to talk about her vegetarian daughter, though. She wants to make sure she's getting enough protein and iron. Really quickly, can you tell her what to do?
Really quickly, not really a concern. It's my question I get from parents a lot. If they're having things like beans and eggs and dairy, I mean, unless your child is completely vegan and there's no beans, it's rare for them to be protein deficient. So I wouldn't worry. I know it's a common concern, though.
All right, and kudos to her for becoming a vegetarian. Was that just something she just came up with all on her own?
Doesn't like the taste of meat. She just is a self-declared vegetarian.
Okay, a lot of kids are like that for sure. Do you guys enjoy the show today?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you to all of our guests, and thank you for joining us on Cityline. We'll see you tomorrow.